We are here to call upon all the sides to stop the fire and make peace, make a deal, free all the prisoners and the hostages, and keep the civilians safe everywhere.
My name's Susan Simpson. I live in Kent and have been deeply upset and affected by the ongoing genocide in Gaza, Palestine. I have Palestinian friends. I can't quite believe what's been allowed to continue. I used to march in London, but the marches became political footballs, in my opinion, and what started out as a gesture of kindness and compassion, and Jews, Brits, whoever marching side by side, Palestinians, became abused, I feel, in the public domain. And although I admire that we continue to march, I'm very saddened that we need to.
Hi there, I'm Hilary, and I've just finished a wonderful week in Orkney walking the St Magnus Way, which is a pilgrimage trail across part of the mainland of Orkney in memory of St Magnus, whose cathedral we're standing in front of right now. So today's my last day on holiday before I can go home, and I was delighted to be able to join the Orkney Friends of Palestine group and stand here today in solidarity with them, supporting the call for a ceasefire in Gaza and an end to the awful attacks on the Palestinians, which I think anybody who cares about humanity can only agree with, and we just hope the politicians get a move on and get it sorted.
We heard on the radio this morning that there's more intense fighting than there's ever been before. So it doesn't seem that any of the Western allies who have said that they are going to try and persuade Israel not to do what they're doing has worked. And I was just saying, you know, Dead Ringers kind of had it with Laura Kuenssberg interviewing David Cameron, and she said, what is the British foreign policy? And he just said, we're going to urge. She said, what urge? What? No, we're going to urge. And I think the conclusion was, that's all we're going to do. And it doesn't work.
Hello everyone, thank you so much again for coming out this afternoon to show solidarity with people in Gaza and in the rest of Palestine. We are delighted to have so many people here again, week after week, just to say that our friends in Palestine are aware of our actions and are very grateful for you standing up for justice. On one of the days this last week, there was a debate in Parliament about a Gaza family reunification scheme. And our Member of Parliament, Alistair Carmichael, spoke at the debate. And the thing he said was that he has been getting so much correspondence with his constituents about the issue of Palestine. So it's wonderful that our voices are being heard, on the floors of Parliament. I would just like to encourage people, if you can, to write to Alistair this week, because on Thursday there's a debate in Parliament about furnishing armaments to Israel. And we know what those arms can be used for bombing family homes in Gaza. So if you get a chance, let him know how you feel about that issue, because our voices are important. Now, we're very fortunate this week to have our friend Khalil and Saba joining us from Palestine. And last night, we had a wonderful talk from Khalil, and it has been recorded for the Orkney News YouTube channel. So if you missed it last night, I would encourage you to watch the recording because it's absolutely fascinating. So once again, I would like to thank everyone for coming out. And I assume that we will be back next week at 1 o'clock. We may have to be moved down a little bit onto the green because I believe there's an event in the cathedral. But we will gather somewhere in this vicinity next week. So, as I have said last week, Susie Shearer has done a beautiful painting for us that people have been signing. So if you haven't signed it, please come up afterwards. And we also have cards of the painting if people would like a card. And you are welcome to make a donation to the Shiphat refugee camp if you would like to. So again, come up afterwards. But I would just like to welcome Khalil now, and he'd like to just say a few words to us. So thanks again.
Thank you very much for coming and gathering here for Palestinians and Israelis, and the same Israelis. We have creation like this in the world, and many people who love peace and seeking peace for the children, for the women, for the elderly, for the people everywhere. So we appreciate your solidarity with the people and your love and passion. We all need your prayers for the ceasefire and the peace for everybody there. We need to live in peace together. We have no other choice. So this is the choice that we have today, live in peace. All the people and the government and the Israeli forces to withdraw from Gaza and stop the ceasefire and let the people there live in peace. So thank you very much for your participation. As I always say, peace now, and salam al-an, and shalom akhshaf. So in all languages, they need to hear us and our voice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.